What's up, you guys? Hope you're all doing good and welcome to our Dream Dot channel. For those who are visiting our channel for the first time, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm a software developer with around 10 years of experience. So far in our channel, we have spoken about some of the basics of Java programming. So if you have missed any of those videos, you can go and quickly check out in our channel, which covers all the basic concepts of Java programming. And in our recent past videos, we even saw about what is inheritance in Java, what is the subclass, what is the superclass, and what is meant by method overloading in Java. And in today's video, we're going to talk about a concept in Java, an important concept in Java called as method overriding. Before jumping into the concept of method overriding, let's quickly check what we saw in our previous video, which is nothing but inheritance in Java, because inheritance plays a role in explaining the concept of method overriding. In our previous video, we spoke about the concept of inheritance. So the class which extends the features or the methods properties of one other class, that class is called as the subclass or the child class, and the class whose features are going to be used by the subclass, that class is called as the superclass. And we took a practical example. Let car be the superclass and let Toyota be the subclass. So in car we have two properties. The purpose of the car is commuting and the wheeler is four-wheeler, and we made Toyota as a subclass, so it is going to extend the superclass, which is nothing but the car. And since Toyota is extending the class car, it can access all its properties, functions, and all the features of the car, so it is going to use the same purpose and it is going to use the wheeler. But imagine a scenario where Toyota has its own inbuilt features, which is very different from the other cars. So it cannot extend the same feature asset of the car. So it has its own engine called as the Toyota improvised engine. Now if I try to print, if I create an object for the Toyota class and if I try to print in the purpose, wheeler and the engine, the purpose and the wheeler, it will take the values from the superclass car, and the engine, it will take the value from the Toyota. And if I run this particular program, you will have the result as purpose is commuting, wheeler is four-wheeler, and engine is a Toyota improvised engine. Now imagine a scenario like there could be cars which may not use improvised engine as Toyota, so they can have their own engine, like the default engine, like a petrol or a diesel or some standard engine. So what am I going to do is I'm just going to create a method, public void engine type, and I'm going to print something inside this is so it is a standard diesel engine or petrol engine. Okay, let it be a standard diesel engine. But at the same time, Toyota in itself does not go with the standard engine, so it has its own engine. So here Toyota is going to have its own engine, and I'm going to do the CISO as Toyota improvised engine. And I'm going to call the method toy.engine type. Now if I run this particular program, I'm getting the output as Toyota improvised engine. The purpose and the wheeler has taken it from the car, but the engine type, it has taken it from the Toyota class. Even though car also has the same method called as a engine type, it did not take this particular engine. For instance, imagine a scenario like a particular model of a Toyota does not have a Toyota improvised engine. So you don't have to override. If you comment this out and if you run this particular application, you will have the engine as a standard diesel engine. So this is the concept of a method overriding. Method overriding is nothing but if there is a method in the superclass, and if you wanted to override that particular method, or if you wanted a different implementation for that particular method, then the class which is extending that particular class can have its own implementation. This is the concept of method overriding. Considering this example, engine type is a method which is there in the superclass. If your child class is going to make use of the same implementation, then you don't have to write anything, and if you just run the application, engine type of the superclass will be called. But in case if your child class has a different implementation, as in this scenario, Toyota has a different engine and it does not want to use the standard diesel engine. In that scenario, if you wanted to have a different implementation using the same method name, and the signature, you can have your own implementation. And if you use Eclipse as an editor, if you are using the concept of method overriding, there will be an upward pointing arrow towards the left corner which shows that this particular method overrides the superclasses method. This changes based on the editor that you are using, but if you are using Eclipse, if the method is overridden, this sign will appear on your left hand corner, which shows that this method is overriding its superclass implementation. And if I run this particular program, even though there is an engine type available in superclass, that implementation will not be taken into consideration. It will take the Toyota improvised engine. And this is the concept of method overriding. Hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment it out in our comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any questions related to Java programming, you can comment it out. We'll try to reply you, or we'll try to make a video out of it. Thank you.